Now then, my two favourite things in the world are being controversial and giving my opinion when absolutely nobody has asked for it. So today I'm going to be doing both of them things. Actually, that's a lie. This video has been requested. I did do a video like this about a year ago. I keep getting comments on that video being like, oh, you forgot about this pack. No, honey, I didn't. It just wasn't out yet. Now that loads more packs are out, what I'm going to be doing is rating every single Sims 4 pack. I just want to remind you all, the great thing about playing The Sims is that it's all subjective. What I could love, you could hate, and what you could hate, I could love, and we're probably going to find that out today. And the majority of these packs have also been bought with my own money because I didn't become a game changer until Strangeville. Moving on. I'm going to move to the side a little bit as well so I can put like a little picture there. I'm going to move to this side. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to change it up a little bit. The worst pack in The Sims 4, it's my first pet stuff. That's all I'm going to say on that. Moving on. Cash grab. Tories. Next up, I've put 5 together because for me, they're all as unmemorable as each other. I can't really remember what's in any specific pack. I don't think they really nailed it in this one. However, I will say that I am thankful that counters got added with Cool Kitchen stuff because The Sims 4 are struggling with that one lately, aren't they? A lack of counters. I've said it once, I'll say it again. Go hard or go home. Yeah. Justice for counters. Number 26 is romantic garden stuff, and I didn't put this in the same category as the others because I can actually remember quite a couple of items from this pack, and I do also use them. Still was the bottom of the list though because I definitely don't think I would have bought this one if not my YouTube channel. Number 25 is spooky stuff, and listen, I think I did put this one higher in my last video. It's still not at the bottom of the stuff packs. I know it is for a lot of people, but for me, I love anything ghouly, I love anything ghostly, apart from in my own house. I'm just going to put that out in the world actually. I'm not about to get haunted today, so if there's any ghosts in this house, please do f*** off kindly, thank you. But hypothetically, like in made up situations, I love ghosts, I love scary films, I love out like that. Scooby-Doo and the Ghoul School is my favourite Scooby-Doo film. This pack kind of caters to what I'd want to see in The Sims 4 if I was a child, and considering the child within me is still reigning supreme, I'm not putting this that far down, so that's my 2 cents on the issue. Number 24 is fitness stuff, and I'm not gonna lie, I am in jeans right now, believe it or not. Got some scandalous neat action going on, but I do live my life in gym leggings. I absolutely love it, and I do actually use the Create Sim items a lot. I wouldn't have necessarily bought this one if not for my YouTube channel. Now that I have it, I'm kind of glad that I've got it because I like the Create Sim items. I don't know, I don't really have anything bad to say about this pack. It's definitely not a pack that I would have picked to come out, but I'm also not mad that it's here. Number 23 is Toddler Stuff, and originally this was much higher on the list because I thought I used the pack a lot. I don't actually use the pack a lot. I use one item from the pack, the Toddler slide. I do like the Create Sim items, but maybe that's just because there's absolutely nothing there for toddlers, so they're sticking out in my mind because there's not much for it to stick out against, you know what I mean? This pack could have been done much better. I think the items in it, like the big play area, could have been released in a park kind of thing, but Toddler Stuff, I was expecting more things that you could place in a house. And number 22 is movie hangout stuff. I absolutely love the aesthetic design of this pack. I love the bohemian style. It's right up my alley. But I also like this pack because the bohemian swatches can also be changed to a more neutral one. I love versatility. I love the tree that comes with it. And I also like the big item, the big massive TV thing that comes with it. I use that a lot in my gameplay. It's in one of my save files. And playing with this pack is one of the only times where I've been like, oh, I wish I had this in real life. That kind of thing isn't a thing in England. Where usually I look at things in real life, like bunk beds perhaps, and I'm like, oh, I wish we had that in The Sims, you know. I'm just impressed with this pack. I don't have anything bad to say about it. It's one of my favourite stuff packs. And I probably should have rated it higher actually looking at the next packs on the list. I don't know. Number 21 is bowling night stuff. Sometimes I do enjoy a good game of bowling, I'm not gonna lie. And I do appreciate new experiences for my Sims to go and have. The build items are 10 out of 10 too. I absolutely love the mid-century design. And I really like bowling night stuff in Magnolia Promenade because in my save file I've kind of made that as an experience centre, if you will. So I've got like a movie theatre there and a bowling alley and everything like that. I just love experiences like that, and it doesn't take too long either. Number 20 is, it's the lowest rated game pack because I never use it. It just doesn't interest me. It could be cool, but I'm just not willing to test it, and that's okay because these ratings are what? Subjective, love. Number 19 is Dine Out, and it's been rated higher than Spa Day because I love the concept of this pack. It influences gameplay for me, so if my sim gets really good grades, I'm like, yeah, let's go celebrate at a restaurant. But I just think this pack doesn't really work, and it's not that in depth as other game packs, and everything takes too long to do, and it's also just kind of broke. So moving on. Number 18 is Moschino stuff. Don't shoot me, right? Because when this was announced, I fully fully expected this to be on par with My First Pet Stuff. I was not happy about this pack. I didn't see the whole collaboration thing between Moschino and The Sims, especially because most of the players aren't Tories, you know what I mean? So Moschino's not really up our alley. But I do think that The Sims pulled this one out the bag, and I didn't expect that to happen. Some of the clothes are a bit out there, but some of the clothes are really nice as well, especially that one piece jumper. And I really like the build and buy mode items too. I think they're really cool. The career is a little bit broken. I don't know if it's been fixed now, but on release it was definitely a little bit broken. But I do think that the career was a nice addition and all. Honestly, like, I'm just gonna put it out there, me liking Moschino stuff was probably the biggest plot twist of 2019 for me. I did not see it coming. 17 is Tiny Living. It definitely fell short for me, but I still love the items that came with it. I just don't think it nailed the whole Tiny Living thing. The build buy mode is definitely some of the most pleasing build buy mode that we've had in a stuff pack, and I'll use it a lot. Definitely would have been higher if it had ladders or like a sink toilet combination. You can't win it all. Number 16 is Kids Room Stuff. This honestly isn't even a groundbreaking pack, and I was going to put it much lower down on the list, and the items are just kind of bog standard, but I'm putting it quite high because I use this pack so much. I love the aesthetic of it, even though it's simple, because you don't have to be like out there, you know, for a pack to be amazing. It's definitely my most used pack in Kids Room, so I gotta do it to it. Number 15 is Laundry Day Stuff. How the Sims team managed to sell me on washing clothes, I will never know. What magic is this? Actually, no, I take that back. I rarely use the washing aspect in this pack. My Sims never wash the clothes. I'm washing me and my clothes. I'm washing me and my clothes. I just love the aesthetic of the pack. The create sim's really good. The build and buy mode objects are really good. I just love the style of it. It's definitely very like shabby chic. Is that how you pronounce it? Because I also want to pronounce it chabby cheek. But and number 14 is Strangerville. And I know what you're thinking. And I'm just going to say I'm going to get the bad points and address them first before I defend myself. Because I just can't cope. I don't have the time. I get cancelled today. Thank you. So the town is too small. I'll give them that. The houses are rushed. Copied off base game houses. There's no real story there past the objectives. The objective is kind of repetitive. It didn't include Bella Goth as the mother, even though it hinted towards it, and that was definitely a missed opportunity and would have done a really good job at bringing the whole lore aspect back into the game, and it definitely needed refining. However, even though the town is tiny, I love the style of it. The creative sim items are really great. The build buy objects are really cool and also give us a new style to build within the game, and I really like the direction that the Sims team took with it. It was interesting, and if I didn't do YouTube, I'd still buy this pack because for me, it's kind of refreshing gameplay for me. The same way with The Sims 3 World Adventures. I'd done the World Adventure thing and actually solving tasks once, and then the rest of the time it was just used as a holiday place. But I still like that difference in gameplay, you know? I wouldn't like The Sims to go down this route all the time, but I'm fine with a couple of packs in each version of the game having this storyline based thing. And number 13 is Jungle Adventure, and it's basically the same thing as Strangerville because it had that kind of story based gameplay, and I do like that. But also, I definitely love the style as well. I love taking my Sims on holiday, and it's really nice to get a kind of world experience that's not just an American style. Number 12 is Get to Work. It's the lowest rated expansion pack. I just don't like active careers. When I was a kid, I always dreamed of being able to follow my sim to work, and I was like, oh, I just hope one day that it can actually happen. And then it happened, and I was like, this is a bit shit, because for me, I need a break from my Sims. So when my Sims all get sent off to work and school, I kind of use that time to decompress because the Sims do my head in. Sims are stupid, so I enjoy sending them away and just making them work hard. That is enough for me. Like, that is believable enough to make me believe that they're actually at work. But I just find it too difficult to constantly keep up on your Sims, especially because I play in fast mode. I don't play in speed 1 at all. I never really use the build buy objects, and aliens are also a bit lackluster too. They're definitely one of the worst, if not the worst, life state in the game. Number 11 is Cats and Dogs, and this isn't confirmed by any means, but I think we can all agree, allegedly, that this was supposed to be a fully rounded pets pack, and then either just wasn't enough time or resources, and it got stripped back to Cats and Dogs. I'm making that assumption based on the fact that horses were found coded in the game, and then also we got the dreaded My First Pet stuff with a little rodent. I think it should have been a full pets pack, and I think that's what it was intended to be. I don't know, I mean, the town's nice, the creator sim's nice, the style of the pack is nice, but the build buy mode doesn't really mesh well with other objects already in the game. It's 2019 and there's still not an option to control your pets. And we had it in The Sims 3. We didn't have it in The Sims 2. We had it in The Sims 3. And then I think what they should have done in The Sims 4, because it is just something in the code, there's a mod to just switch it on. I think they should have at least given us the option and made us decide, rather than just being like, nope, sorry. I think that the pack really lacks depth. I don't know, Cats and Dogs have just got out about them. Number 10 is Island Living, and I like the island a lot, and I do use it a lot. It's one of my favourite places to go and visit and live in. And the create a sim and build buy mode is great as well. I love the style that comes with it. But I don't know, I was really impressed with this pack at first because I was like, there's so much to it. There's so much you can do, the whole conservationist thing, the elementals, there's so much there, like all these jobs. And then the more and more I played it, I was like, there's so many things here and just none of them have been fully explored and they all fall a little bit short. And that's why Island Living is low down on the list of expansion packs, because nothing really feels that complete. Number 9 is Outdoor Retreat, and this is just very straightforward. I love camping in real life. I love being in the woods. I'm a woods kind of girl. I'd love to just live in the middle of nowhere, and I like being able to replicate that in The Sims. That's why Outdoor Retreat is one of my favourite packs. Number 8 is Get Famous, and it's higher than Cats and Dogs because I think it's more fleshed out, but also I was thinking about this one a lot, and with the world size that came with the pack, and then with the being famous thing and the perks and everything, it kind of just feels like it's a game pack, and I'm not about that. Number 7 is Realm of Magic, and I think the background to my videos will help you understand why Realm of Magic is rated so high. I am a magic freak. I think Kayla said in a video before, you know, like how you used to really love Harry Potter and then you got over it, and I think I watched that and I was like, I've got a life-size cutout of Snape that you can't see. So I'm a magic freak and I love anything like that. I think the world that comes with it is absolutely beautiful, but it does also fall short because it mainly relied on aesthetics. It just lacked depth. It definitely could have been taken further. I miss the quirkiness of making magic, and also there's no Bornhilda. However, but I do also love magic, so I just can't rate this one that far down because I really like magic. Number 6 is Parenthood, and I'm not gonna lie, Parenthood, I can't play without it, but I'm not that impressed by it either. It's basically the B-Tech version of The Sims 3 Generations. I think what they should have done with this one is just made it an expansion pack and went all the way with it, to be honest. The Sims team needs to learn that we want meaningful family gameplay. Say it louder for the people in the back. Number 5 is Vampires, and hear me out. Vampires aren't even my favourite thing to play with. Like, I think I've played with them a couple of times. It's kind of the same thing as Strangerville. I don't mind playing with them one time through and then not touch them again. And I think the world that came with it is very small, but it also has a very distinct and consistent style. It's got great build and buy mode objects to complement it as well. And I think vampires are definitely just great to play with. I think they're the best supernaturals that we've ever had in the game so far. They're just so good. Number 3 is City Living, and I kind of enjoyed apartment living in The Sims 2. I kind of hated it in The Sims 3, and then I think in The Sims 4 they found the right balance for me. This pack and apartments, just, it works well for me, and it's different from any other world, and it's especially great with university because you can have the whole roommate system. I mean, it's kind of limited by the loading screens, but when I'm playing in San Myshuno, I do feel like I'm in an actual city. Number 3 is Discover University. This is so high because I think this did really improve on the university system from previous games, because I like that there's 2 universities. That's definitely something new. We had multiple universities in The Sims 2, but not within the same world, and there wasn't real rivalries, and I think that works well because it's not shut off from the rest of the game, so the 2 universities can coexist and you do get that feeling of like school pride. And I think everything being shut off was the main thing that turned me off from the university packs previously. And I also like the distinguished degrees part. I think that's a really cool addition in the game. I don't know, I'm just really happy with this pack, and I like that it can impact other packs in a positive way, like roommates at City Living, like I said with the last one, and creating school organisations and stuff through club system with Get Together. I don't know, I don't really have that many bad things to say about this pack. I don't. I enjoy it. I do think that we should have got bunk beds though. There we go, that's the bad thing, I said it. Number 2 is Seasons, and I'm not going to go too much into this one because it's basically obvious that once you have seasons you just can't go back, but it's just not number 1 because we don't have things like festivals and everything like that. That would have put this at the top tier for me, but the lack of festivals just kind of make Seasons a pack that lives in the background. It's not really at the forefront for me, it's just there. I just need festivals, okay? Is there a mod for it? Can someone please let me know? Get Together. This is, in my opinion, might be because it's got a kind of European vibe and I'm European, it's the best looking world, hands down, and it's also a great size. This world is absolutely, it's massive, and there's like distinct little parts to live in. The group system's 10 out of 10, and it also adds more meaningful gameplay. It has a lot of stuff for Sims to do in the downtime, and the build buy mode is great. Like, I think this is just honestly a great pack. That is the end of this video. Please let me know what your opinions are. Obviously this is all subjective, so please don't be arguing with people in the comments or argue with me. Let's just not attack each other. Let's just have actual thoughtful conversations about different packs and why you like a pack and why someone else might not, because I think it's so much fun. That's one of the best things about like everyone being different. It's so subjective and it's so interesting to see how other people play the game. I'm well aware of the fact that spooky stuff is probably one of the least popular stuff packs, and it's not even one of the best stuff packs, but it's still a necessity that I'd have in my game. So let's start a conversation. Let's talk about it. What are your favourite packs? Also let me know any video ideas that you want me to do. Just leave them in a comment down below. Please subscribe subscribe if you haven't already. Give the video a like if you want to, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys. Also follow me on Twitch because I stream now and I've got emotes and everything. You can subscribe for free through Amazon Prime if you want to. You can go with my middle name if you want to. My middle name Vanessa, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.